So, how do you know if you have the right sales candidate and if you should pull the trigger with an offer? So it's understood that a candidate's background must match the requirements of your role, and also they must have great tenure to show some predictability of being with your organization for some time, and a track record of success in what they're doing. Have they met quota? Have they been exceeding quota on a consistent basis? So outside of this stuff, that's just standard things. There's a few additional predictors that I want to give you some other tips, okay? The first one is, are they responsive in the interview process? When your HR team or yourself calls them to set up an initial interview, are they responsive? Does it take them 3 days to get back to you, or does it take them a few hours to get back to you? And what you should look at is these types of behaviors on a consistent basis in your process. Like, for an example, if the first time you reach out to them, it's a couple days, and the second time you reach out to them, it's a couple days, and then the third time you reach out to them, a couple days, you get my point. There's a consistent behavior here that shows this person moves snail-like, and maybe your priority isn't theirs, right? However, if they're moving quickly each time and getting back to you in less than a day about next steps, beautiful indicator to see, are they matching my interest here within the organization, and are they in fact interested? Another thing that you should look at is, are they following up with you? Are they following up with you with thank yous, a nice warm touch, on the phone that says just, I appreciate the time that we had, wondering next steps? Are they closing you on those interactions and wanting to move forward? A candidate that is not engaged in the process and really not into you doesn't tend to do these things. And also a candidate that doesn't have natural sales behaviors and works like a machine also doesn't tend to do these types of things right after an interview. So these are key indicators that we as an organization that only recruits sales and marketing people look for, and you as an employer need to really be checking out in the interview process to know, should I pull this trigger or not? Also, finally, another thing to consider is an assessment. Assessment, there's always a debate, right? Should I, shouldn't I? But if an employer comes to a point where they're feeling really good about a candidate, but there's one piece of the puzzle that they want assurance on, whether it's their hunting ability, their relationship ability, their work ethic, things like this, they can look and take an assessment that will tell them, the employer, a good possibility if this candidate has that trait, or is it going to be high risk, and then it'll help guide you to either go and pull the trigger or not. So just some things outside of standard, things that an employer looks for when interviewing a candidate, whether or not you should pull that trigger. Please tell me what you think. I'd love to hear from you.